Hello, everyone. Welcome to a special episode of Thursday AI, not on Thursday, but on Monday, because today is the OpenAI Dev Day 2025. And we have Alex live on stage, or not on stage, but live on premises. And he will soon join us so we can see what's happening there. But for now, just to get started, I started the stream and we will continue as soon as we have something to show.
Testing one. Testing two. Testing, testing. Testing one, testing two. All right, folks. So it looks like you can hear me but not see me yet. But we're gonna get started here in a second. I can probably do this as well. We're gonna show you around. This is the whole point. Amazing. So you guys can hear me well. Hey, Andy, now you can see me as well. Hey, everyone. Wolfram, are you on here?
Yes, hello. I have to add myself to the stage as well. Still have some trouble. Ah, no, now it's working. Okay.
There we go. Can
Hello,
you hear me
everyone.
okay? Am I
Sounds
coming
good.
through loud and clear?
Loud and clear. And
Let's
Winston is
do
also here.
let's do also a test. I wanna Aniston, how you doing? Hopefully the 5G signal here works. And I wanna do a little test to see if you guys can hear this other mic so I can actually interview people. And I will grab a person, just a random person, gonna try to interview them. Hey, random person, can I interview you for a sec?
Yeah, sure. I just
Not
want to
okay.
run to the bathroom.
Yeah, go.
Sorry.
He wants to run to the bathroom, so
We could
not
hear his
him.
voice. We
Yeah.
could hear
Yeah,
his
but
voice
I
now.
think he was standing close to me. Well, let's see, sure. Excuse me, could you talk to this mic for like 1 second? I'm testing out if they can hear. Uh,
Hello.
can you say your name and where we are? Do you guys hear Max or no? No?
No,
Thank you, Max.
no.
Appreciate you. No. Okay. So maybe.
The sound
Okay.
canceling is for some reason still tied to your voice.
Yeah, I'm by the music, but microphone. Let's see. Okay. Apologies, folks. We're getting started, and I know we're live already, but we're gonna make this work. We're gonna make this work for you because as I want to show you what's going on here on.
Wait, there's like an echo cancellation or something, reduced mic background noise. I don't know what it is on.
It's just like one of my mics is muted, and I'm gonna unmute it and figure this out.
Yeah,
Okay.
the noise canceling. I don't know why it picks out your voice only. It's the first guy we heard him. The second one we didn't, which was kind of weird.
Should we set the microphone?
That was better for a second, I think.
No, Alex is talking, but we don't hear anything.
No, nothing at all now. Now we're back.
Now we are back. Yes, now we're good with two microphones. I think we're good with two microphones. You guys can hear me, Alex. I'm coming to you live from Fort Mason in San Francisco, the beautiful location where OpenAI has their third annual Developer Day, Dev Day. And this one, they went all out, let me tell you. They absolutely went all out. And the reason why we're here, and Wolfram, I don't know if you already did the preamble, but I'm going to try as well. This is the third time we're live streaming this to you. The reason is, when you guys see a keynote from Sam Altman, you just see the stage and Sam Altman standing on there. But one of the reasons we did Thursday AI generally is to bring kind of what's happened in San Francisco to you. And so they keep inviting me. They keep bringing me this little yellow badge means media to show you kind of the vibes from the outside. And so that's what I'm that's what I'm gonna do once I turn the camera on. I'm gonna show you the vibes from outside, and hopefully now we can already show you. If I will just learn how to turn around. Okay, there we go. Now I've learned to turn around my camera, and I think the first thing that I'll focus on is the kind of the theme for this event is this vibe coding thing, right? So you see this ASCII art, the froggy is everywhere. Uh, tons of folks, tons of great folks here, um, trying to trying to actually make connections. This is a great place for people to get to know each other, and so that's also what we've been doing for a while. And so I actually want to go and interview for folks for you, and then hopefully we'll see who wants to talk to me to try to see where they're from and why they came to Dev Day, what they're looking forward to. If they saw the leaks, there was already leaks happening about like what OpenAI is going to announce. Because we're friendly with the OpenAI media team, we're not going to discuss the leaks on here. But Wolfram and Nistan, you guys will restream the actual keynote that's happening in 30 minutes. So folks, stay with us for the next 30 minutes. We're gonna restream the keynote so you can see it with us, and then afterwards we're gonna do a little bit more of interviews. So how about I show you? Oh, I want to show you another cool thing. Right at the entrance, they have the station for stickers, and it's right here, and it's a sticker station. Look at the stickers. We're live now. We're showing this to folks.
Oh yeah.
We have backend, DevOps data, AI ML, which is great. And you have all these kind of animals, like all the Ask animals. And then you have the most important sticker that everybody uses, vibe coding. This is great. And then you like put them on your badge, and then people see that you're vibe coding with a little bunny. All right. How about we go and talk to friends? How about we go and talk to friends? Wolfram, I think the keynote is going to be on the OpenAI YouTube, and I think it's free for all. I believe that this is the case. We should test it out, but I think that this is how they said, and they're probably going to post it on Twitter as well. Meanwhile, I have a friend here that I wanted to show you. We're live with a few folks. Did you want to talk to us a little bit?
Page me in.
Yes. Folks, this is Jeffrey Huber. He is the current CEO of Chroma.
That's great. Can we move this way so we're out in the sun?
Yeah.
Or wait.
Oh, we're against the thing.
Okay. Great.
Can you guys hear Jeff okay? All right. This is your third Dev Day? Second Dev Day? I said it before.
This is my first Dev
This
Day.
is your first Dev Day?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you think so far? From the getting in to the vibes to why you're here and what you expect?
They spend a lot of money, and I'm looking forward to learning about the people yearn for agentic workflows. Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, I heard that there was a leak about some agentic stuff, and also OpenAI comms asked us to not necessarily discuss the leaks, but agentic is the name.
Listen,
of the year, right?
I've seen no leaks. I only live on Twitter, so it's fine. Yeah.
Folks, you definitely should check out Chroma, and let's show them the badge a little bit. Chroma is. Can you describe Chroma to people? Tell them who you are, what you do.
Yeah, many people know Chroma as like a so-called vector database. We've never loved that term, but what we're working on is like the two big problems in AI are reasoning and search. The labs are working on reasoning, and we're working on search. So check it out, trychroma.com.
Yeah, that was great. And are you hiring here? Are you trying to hire the people who come here? Like, why did you come? We're CEO. You have a company to run. Like, why
I may not be here all day, but we're meeting here.
Oh, yeah.
You
You always dip from some of these events. Every time I see you, like,
here to see customers, existing customers, meet new customers, that good stuff. So.
And getting interviewed for podcasts.
Apparently, yeah, it was a good surprise. Yeah.
Well, we'll see you in there. Hopefully, Sam will come with some stuff. Oh, another question I wanted to ask. I'm going to ask everyone.
Yeah.
Is your Cameo open on Sora yet?
I'm not on Sora. I don't think I ever will be on Sora. Sorry.
Tell me why. You don't have to be sorry. That's great. We love the tension here on Thursday.
I think you have to be very cautious about your mimetic sphere of influence.
Oh, okay.
And there's a lot of brain rot out there, so
yes.
you gotta stay steely.
Amazing. So people who opened up for everyone to use their cameras like me, they're fucked, yeah? Basically. Just kidding.
Depends what you're optimizing for, I guess.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
We should go deeper into this, not on camera. Like I would love to actually hear what and how, like learn from you and your thoughts. You seem to be very reasoned about this. But hey, have a great Dev Day. This is my third. We're covering it for the third year in a row.
Nice.
Basically, the whole point. You live in San Francisco, right?
Yeah.
For our audience who's not in San Francisco, we usually try to come here and show them how this is
It's awesome.
for the keynote.
It's great.
So talk to a few people who flew in here, talk to a few folks who know everybody in here like you.
Yeah.
And just show them like what's this about. So folks, give Jeff a follow. Please try chroma.com.
Perfect.
Amazing.
All right.
And we'll do the keynote soon.
Happy Dev Day.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. I'll see you around. Alrighty, so I just got told that I'm doing a mistake by allowing everybody to cameo me on the Sora app, but it's fine. I'm gonna stand in front of this big green froggy while I search for somebody else to interview, somebody who looks interesting.
It's so funny because I think like 2 days ago I got in a Twitter argument with him over context management and agentic
Was Jeff?
studios.
Jeff is a great dude. Very strong
And he
opinion.
shows up.
Yeah. Alrighty. We're gonna go and try to find somebody cool that stands alone and doesn't want to get into it. Oh, I found something. I found a friend. Hey, friend.
Yo.
Hey, Michael. Do you mind if I still Sam for a second? You can just chill with us. This is you.
Oh, hello.
Oh, say hi to Sam.
Hi.
What's up, man?
Good.
Hi,
Closer
Sam.
to the thing.
Yeah.
You're live with I don't know how many folks, but it doesn't matter.
Hello.
We're here on Dev Day.
500
Why'd you
about.
come? This is you've been here before.
This is my third one.
Third.
Yeah.
This is my
Three
third one
for
as well.
three. I know.
And I think I already chatted with you online, so maybe a few folks know you. So Sam is a long-time friend already at this point, and now he's here at Dev Day expecting what? Like, why are you here?
Well, this is a super high signal place for seeing where models are going to go over the next 18 months. And then AI Engineer Summit is very agentic systems focused. So, between the two, you get such a good pulse around the corner and you can start building accordingly. So pretty stoked with the announcements and all that.
So we're not discussing any leaks on here. The OpenAI comms people are nicely asked us to wait for the thing, which we're going to restream the keynote. If I didn't mention this before, we're going to do it hopefully. But what are you looking forward besides maybe the leaks that you heard? Like what's in here that you won't be able to find elsewhere?
I mean, in terms of announcements or
in terms of just.
Oh yeah, no, it's people like last year. The first person I talked to was the head of pre-training for biochemical applications, and so as a person in chemistry software, I'm like, holy shit, we talked for 3 hours. You just don't get that kind of interaction with anybody. So it's kind of luck of the draw sometimes, but super high signal. In general, so it's sweet. Yeah.
And unlike our previous guest, Jeff, Sam's cameo is open on Sora, I believe?
No, it's mutual. It's only mutual. Sorry. I need to redo my thing, but yeah, Sora's great. Use Sora.
Yeah, we just
had a
chat with the person, and he's like, "No, don't do cameo. I'm not on Sora. We're not gonna register ever."
Oh God.
Getting all kinds of opinions because
no.
a person
it's the future.
Here.
It's the future. I'm a shy social media person. Never really attenuated with social media, but they're Sora's my shit. I'm I finally have an expressive way to express myself. Yeah. I think this is gonna take over for a large section of content. So
all right, folks, we're gonna Sam
Hessenauer.
So look him up. Aquaman Sam on X.
Yep.
And we're gonna keep going, Sam. We'll see you in there. Thank you so much for the interview. I want to talk to you, Michael. Do you mind getting into this for a second?
Sam will wait for me.
Yeah, if Sam will wait for you. There you go, Michael. I'm Alex. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
This is Wolfram and Mr. and a bunch of folks on the Thursday podcast, which we do every Thursday.
Okay.
Today is not a Thursday, but we're here when OpenAI calls us.
Okay.
Where'd you come from? You have an interesting accent.
Switzerland.
Switzerland.
So, yeah.
You flew in for this event?
Yeah, and actually I'm very jet lagged, so I woke up at
Can we show the people?
Sure. Yeah, I woke up at midnight and I've been awake ever since. Right now it's 10 a.m.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna have a whole day bender, let's say.
Have you been to Dev Day before?
In London, and they just announced that there's gonna be a London one as well.
Oh, that's dope.
I bought the ticket already. I said, okay, I'm coming. Yeah. I startup.
Please, give us.
So
what are you doing? AI connected to what you do?
I run AI for privacy. We have about 3 million downloads, and essentially we do anonymizers for text, which enables a whole use cases around agents, and just customer service, and essentially enables a lot of people to start using OpenAI by anonymizing the text ahead of time. And we're open source, so
That's great.
feel free to check us out.
They're open source AI for privacy. Would love to actually keep in touch with you and maybe bring you on the podcast and chat about your stuff.
Yeah, sure.
Open
You
source.
can follow me as well on Instagram,
Yeah.
Mike for Privacy.
Oh yeah,
So,
AI for privacy.
Yeah,
Folks-
Mike for Privacy.
Oh, Mike for privacy.
Mike for Privacy.
Mike, I'm also for privacy, but I
Okay.
opened up my camera on Sora to everybody to use.
Yeah, of
So
course.
privacy is like a done deal for me. But
Yeah.
apparently, I have plausible deniability. If you ever see me doing anything, and
It's
there's
AI.
evidence for this, it's AI. It's Sora.
Amazing.
Thank you so much. Enjoy the day. I'll talk to Sam. And Sam, you follow him already? I want to follow him afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. I saw a friend of ours, a co-host, and you guys should just so you see how he stands out in the crowd with the purple fucking thing. There you go, Ryan Carson, everyone.
What's up? I'm with Alex Finn here.
Oh,
What's
and
up?
Alex
How you
Finn.
doing? Good to see you.
Hold on.
Oh, this is like a thing. What's up? What's
Hey,
Hold on,
up?
Ryan.
Alex, what's up?
Okay. Good to be here.
Hello, Thursday Eye.
Yeah.
We love you. Nistan, what's up? Wolfram, nice to see you.
Hey,
They
Ryan.
they are in. I have.
Oh, you can see
I'm
him.
good. I'm good.
Are they
This is pretty-
saying nice things about me?
Yeah, they're
Okay.
saying very nice things about you. This is Alex Finn. You guys should know as well. He has incredible content
Thank you.
on X.
I appreciate
I
it.
don't think we've ever met in person, man. So
Nice to meet you.
nice to meet you.
Oh, Alex, very good name.
Yeah.
He's way taller in person.
Yes.
Let me interview you. Yeah, everybody knows who you are. Stand
Okay,
in the background.
yeah.
Look pretty.
Get
Look
out of here.
pretty.
Man, it's
Alex.
my turn.
I heard that you and Ray had like a road trip together this morning. Is that correct?
We did. We road tripped in. We full self drove in our cyber truck here.
Oh, nice.
Uh,
You're a Cybertrucker?
I have one.
Nice,
Yes,
yeah.
love it. Best car ever. And we just live streamed the whole way. It was
Nice. You guys live stream, and now you're on our live stream. And as we all cover, Ray is somewhere here. Ray Fernando, by the way. He's somewhere here walking around.
Yes.
Doing great content. What are you looking forward from Dev Day? Give us a little bit of a taste.
I mean, I'm in love with vibe coding. I'm in love with Codex. So I would love to see.
Show them this.
Yes, check out my tag, vibe coder.
Yeah.
I'd love to see more features. I'd love to see more features in the application layer of Codex, right? Because they have the cloud agents. I'd love to see more in that. More tasks, more cool stuff.
Yep. That's great. We were asked nicely by the comms people to not talk about rumors.
Okay.
But agentic is the name of 2025.
Yes.
So you're working a lot with agents. Are you building agents? Like, where are you on the? Do you believe in the whole thing, or?
I do. So I have my product Creator Buddy, but I'm also working on the side on my own agent, which I want to be more of a proactive agent. So instead of having to schedule things
Yeah.
and you just plug it in, it learns about you and does stuff.
Yeah.
You don't have to think about
Have
it.
you gotten Pulse already from?
Love it. It's
ChatGPT?
amazing. It's great.
Pulse is like the first proactive.
Yes.
I've been telling this to folks. It's like the first proactive agent
the
that
future.
woke up, knew what I need, and was
Yes.
like, "Hey, here's the thing that you need." It told me about the Dev Day thing.
Yes.
They sent me an email. It's like, "Here's what you need for Dev Day," and like, it was incredible.
I wake up, it scripts YouTube videos for me. I wake up and it's like, okay, here's a video on the latest news that's out there. It's incredible. I love it.
So, folks, Alex has a channel as well. Give him a follow. Alex, we're gonna let you go because it looks like everybody's like,
I gotta get a
getting you.
cappuccino.
Yeah,
Good-
get a
good
cappuccino.
talking, my
Great
man.
meeting you,
Yeah.
and we'll see you around.
For sure.
Alrighty.
Alex,
Oh, Adrian, what's up? Yeah, listen, give me just 1 second.
Yeah.
Listen. Yeah, no, I want you to stay here. Yes, listen.
just spell out people's actual ads in their companies so that others can follow.
Okay.
Because we often
Alrighty.
cannot see the
Sounds good.
badge.
Got you. Okay, folks, we're here with another friend. Adrian, do you mind hopping on the mic and saying hello to folks? We're live streaming to YouTube, Spaces, Twitter, X, whatever. We have a few folks here.
Amazing.
We met
In the
it-
Meta conference,
Meta
we launched
Connect.
Llama 2, yeah.
Yes, Llama 2.
Correct.
Folks, this is Adrian Sanchez. I don't know if he has his Twitter name on here, but you definitely should give him a follow. From Semantics. Tell us about Semantics.
Yeah, so we are the first AI platform helping enterprises in Latin America building their own customer support agents for these distant parts of the user journey. And yeah, super happy to be here, working with OpenAI very closely. And Javi's here. He's one of the lead engineers.
Oh, everyone.
Yeah. So you guys see Adrian, he's not wearing any Semantics swag.
No.
But one of the lead engineers has like a Semantics t-shirt and everything.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's dope. You've been to Dev Day before? No.
Yes, the first one.
You've been to the first one.
Yeah,
And it skipped one, and now you're back at this like big one.
Exactly.
What do you expect from this? What did you get from the last one? What do you expect from
That's
this?
a very interesting question.
Yeah.
I really would like to learn more about how they build the things, like from the people that were behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting to see, some of these interesting small conferences to talk about how they build the stuff, how people are adopting technology. And what else? I just want to meet people also, just to
Nope.
see what other people are doing.
And I didn't ask where you guys flying in from.
From Mexico.
Mexico City, the big
Mexico
one.
City, the big one.
He promised me that when I'm in Mexico City, I should hit him up.
Exactly.
And we'll go out for some drinks.
Have you been there? No.
No, not yet. I'll text you as soon as I am. Alrighty, I'm gonna keep going, introduce some folks. You guys should start getting in line, I think,
Exactly.
for the thing.
All right.
Let's see. We'll see you around.
Hey, man.
Yeah. Hopefully that was great. He's a very cool dude, and it looks like there's movement towards there, which is where Sam
15
Altman's
minutes
probably gonna
left.
get the stage, take the stage. A few minutes left. Wolfram,
15
if you
minutes.
find the live stream,
I have it open already, ready to stream when it
Amazing.
starts.
So-
15 minutes, 14:30 right now.
yes. So we have 15 minutes. I apparently have some seating reserved, so I'd be able to like interview more folks. Usually I'm rushing in there.
Oh,
to be one of the first to
you've
get
got
in.
bottle service?
I have media escort service, more like no bottles, maybe bottles of LaCroix. Dev Day. So they have this like very interesting inflatable thing. I don't know if you guys are interested in this or not, but like the whole, it's great to see. The first Dev Day wasn't in a event space. OpenAI couldn't get one, so they actually retrofitted the whole parking garage. It was crazy. Like it went, took over a parking garage, and like made an event space out of there. And somebody's recording stuff here. And then they have been doing it in Fort Mason, which is a big San Francisco kind of spot right here. You can see how beautiful this is. Weather is absolutely gorgeous. Unlike the rest of the world, the fall is starting. San Francisco is this unique place where it's cold all year round, except 2.5 weeks between September and October, which it's absolutely gorgeous and beautiful and very hot and nice. So we're gonna like slowly go with the folks, and then we're gonna stand in line, I think. And oh, you can see these brackets here, the green brackets, probably for taking a nice picture with the thing. There's a bunch of elements. What else? I want to interview somebody who I don't know, which is hard because we were all walking in line.
Just remember, Alex, we can't really read the badges.
Oh, even if I go like this, because my quality is bad?
It's pretty hard to read unless you hold it there. So we need to just like, type it in.
A lot of compression on the images, yeah.
Yeah,
But
I'm on the
I could recognize Ryan in 144p, like 10 pixels. I was like, that's Ryan.
All righty, we're getting in here. These brackets are everywhere. It looks like there's a stage, and there's coffee, there's swag somewhere apparently, and yeah, if my quality drops down a little bit, you guys tell me. But I'm gonna go and try to grab another person for us to interview, somebody maybe who we don't know yet, and I'm gonna also show you the stage. I'll show you the stage before it starts, because I think once it starts, Wolfram will just restream. I'm gonna hop off. They've asked not to do any video from inside, but also you don't want me to stream this. You have the live stream with high quality and sound that Wolfram will provide. So this is quite a big space actually, and this is a different one from last year. It looks way bigger as well. All right, let's see what's going on. Looks like those seats are already taken. Oh, yeah, okay. I'm just gonna drop my. Hey, good. I'll just drop it back and then. We're starting in 15? Like 12 minutes. Awesome. Yo. There we go. Folks, you may recognize. Yes, I'm live. You may recognize Alessio. Alessio Fanelli goes by Fanahova.
I cannot hear them though.
You won't hear them.
So,
you only
hi.
hear me. Alessio is the host of Latent Space podcast. If you guys should definitely check out with Swix, our friends, longtime friends. Alessio got me onto Sora, and then I got
True.
onto.
I did not get paid. I did not get paid for that.
Like a wave you started. We were in charge of getting like at least like 200 on Sora. We went live and we were like, hey, we're gonna send you one code, come back and bring us your code. We're gonna send you a code, come back and bring us your code. We started like a social media pyramid basically of hosts. It's all thanks to you.
Or because of me.
Because of So Alessio's camera is not open to you guys to use, I don't think.
Only mutuals. But you can follow me and then I can.
But you can. He has so much video out there on YouTube. You can just deep fake him. It's 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 easy.
He leaked the secret.
This is you've been to Dev Day a lot. You live here in San Francisco. What's unique about this event that's like not like other events? You go to a bunch of events.
I mean, just compared to the first one, this is like huge. How many seats do you think this is? Like
I think
1,000?
1,500.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1,500 seats.
Last time it was like in the auditorium, which was like
Yeah.
300, maybe
around 300,
something
yeah.
like that. So and now we got the huge inflatable bunnies, the ashy bunnies outside. There's like a whole thing going on.
And
So
in terms of like content and people who come here, do you notice that like this feels different than other San Francisco events, or are you just like jaded and all doing the same stuff?
there's a lot of interesting people, like a lot of founders. I saw like Zach from Warp. I know they're speaking. I saw Lee from Cursor. So I think like it's fun when you bring together all the like best people and then but also you open it up.
Yeah.
I feel like in SF it's kind of like either very big events or like very small events.
Yeah.
And the big events, it's like,
I think
not always like
OpenAI definitely invites the application layer people on there, right? The people who build with their tools, they're like all invited to this like big event. And then here you can see just random developers from all around the world. They're blowing up in Argentina. We talked with Adrian from Mexico. He has like a huge thing you would never hear in San Francisco about. So I feel like this is great.
I mean, I'm curious about the application people with like the leaks about the agent studio they're building.
We were talking.
I don't know who.
Talk about this. We're gonna ask, but it's okay. Yeah.
Well, it was leaked online.
It was
It was leaked online, so I'm
actually saw it.
just talking.
Yeah, I actually saw it in Sora. I told you the first leak that I saw about the leak that we're not supposed to talk about. I saw a Sora video of somebody leaking this, and then Sam Altman cameoed in and just running behind them and tried to hit them like, "Hey, stop the leaks! Don't do any leaks," which is very interesting for new social media. Alessio, you guys are going live today as well.
At 6 p.m. Yeah.
6 p.m. On Switch.
Oh, I think the stream is starting already.
Yeah, so they're building a studio at Dev Day. So we're gonna have 5 live podcasts. So the OpenAI podcast is gonna do a live show.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the Fortune podcast, and then Matthew Berman from Forward.
Matthew.
Matthew.
Say hi to him. Yeah.
He's focused. He's talking to Dan Shipper.
Yeah.
People saying hi.
Say hi. Yeah. I'm gonna come to you in like 2 minutes. 1 minute. Get ready.
So if you're at Dev Day, you can get tickets right now to come see the live show at 6. There's only 25 seats. So I mean, maybe they're sold out already, but we're checking. Maybe next year you'll be live here.
Now I know who maybe. Now this is hassle and doing some stuff. It's gonna also part of it. All right, Alessio, thank you so much. Folks, Fanahova on Twitter, Fanahova with an H. Also, Alessio, it's Alessio. You guys know Alessio, Latent Space. He's co-conspirator is going to be here at some point as well, I'm assuming.
I think he's stuck in line.
Oh, yeah, he's probably stuck in line. All right, we're going to talk to 2 more people. Wolfram, get ready, but I know when it's live. It's live, we're going to tell everybody to shut up. So the second that happens, I'll like cut off and then you switch, okay?
Yeah, okay. They already removed the timer and they have audio now, so it's starting soon.
Is this you? Yeah. Who's this? Good. All righty, folks, we are here. Matthew, hello. Grab it, please. Mine. And what's up,
Hi,
Mike?
Matthew.
Hello.
Partner. Nice to meet you, man.
Yeah.
So, Matthew.
Yes, sir.
How many dev days have you done before?
This is my first dev day.
First dev day.
Yes,
That's
sir.
awesome. And you have a live show also coming up as well here during this.
We're doing a little podcast later today. It's my colleague. Give us a sec.
Yeah, we'll do like a tiny interview, like 2 minutes, okay? How'd you find it so far? The ambiance.
It's great. I got to meet you first time in person,
That's
which is
true. We
fun.
haven't met.
Yeah.
We've
done the live show, your show, and then yeah, this first time meeting in person.
Yeah. But what are you looking forward to out of them?
Sam and Johnny. I want to hear them talk.
Oh, Sam and John. Oh.
Yes, sir.
I'm not gonna get that.
Probably,
But we will definitely tell you about it.
yeah, it'll be cool. I've never seen either of them in person,
Okay.
so it'll be very cool.
But you have some cameos with Sam on Sora.
Yeah. Like everybody. Go for it.
Fully open.
Fully
Like
open.
me.
Oh yeah. No, I seen you there too.
I've talked to some people out there in the crowd who I will never put my camera.
Oh, it's like people in awkward situations and know it. I don't know. I think it was kind of comfortable. It was oddly comfortable seeing everybody make use of like.
I'll say me and probably for you as well. The best experience on Sora is somebody else using my thing
Absolutely.
and showing the draft ones that they didn't post. Just seeing those, like, oh, that's really funny.
Yeah.
So we're gonna talk to some Sora people today. Hopefully after the stream, I really want to find some Sora folks.
Yeah.
And I think they created something incredible. I really want to figure out what the
Yeah, I wanted to get one of the head researchers on the show last week, but obviously they were quite busy, so we couldn't do it. But yeah.
Well, when is your live show? For folks to also tune in if you're not.
Our live show is every Friday,
Yeah.
not on Thursdays.
Of course.
Yeah, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Pacific.
And
We bring,
today?
and today I think it's 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock, I have a live show with somebody special, someone from the OpenAI team. Yeah.
All right, so folks, definitely don't forget to tune in to Matthew Berman, a great YouTube channel as well.
Thank you.
Check out incredible content. And you're welcome to come to ThursdAI when you have the time as well.
Hell yeah, I'd love to.
Live shows as well.
I have.
Some folks know who you are already.
Yeah.
So it's great seeing you in person.
Yeah.
First time.
Bye.
I think we're about to get started. Thank you. I'm going to let your friend sit down. Alrighty. It looks like we're about to start because I think we have like 5 minutes left, yeah? Because the stage over there is already doing the nice animations. And I wonder if we have time for one more interview or we're good. What do you guys think? I think we're good. Feels like let people to chill and
just 4 minutes left.
Yeah, 4 minutes left. I'm gonna walk around like super quick to show you what's still on here. Fucking trying to find place. I'm gonna try to show you the the size of the developers here trying to capture the moment, the lightning. Take a selfie.
I wonder if they will make
It's
some
cool.
dev days in the future.
Dev days. Like more than one? More than one consecutive?
Yeah, if
I
it
think,
gets even
he
bigger.
said- it gets even bigger. Yeah, this is huge. I think they were very limited by the size of the previous venue, and so now they're expanding this. I'm really looking forward to hearing what Sam and other folks are going to announce. Some leaks were leaks, but I'm pretty sure that we didn't get the models. Actually, Mr. Wolfram, what are you guys expecting from this? What do you think they're gonna bring us after we
I
covered?
was pretty
this is
excited
the third
about the
day.
leaked stuff we shouldn't talk about.
Some agentic thing, one or another. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's about time. I mean, it's the year of the agent, isn't it?
I'm actually
Supposedly. Go ahead.
yeah. Okay, to not discuss the leak because I had some opinions on that, but
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
I'm more excited about their partnership with AMD because it does look like the new AMD cards are coming up with 432 gigabytes of HBM4 memory. So there's a single GPU with 432 gigs. That's the new one that they're releasing, and they signed a $6 billion deal to supply those. So
this is from today, correct? Like this is brand new news.
Yeah, the MI450X or something, the 3 nanometer silicon. I wonder if there's going to be some stuff around that, but that's a good thing because there's finally some competition that will actually bring the prices cheaper, and hopefully they get some help in getting the driver situation better. So yeah, I am somewhat. I like that. I don't know.
The great ones have tried to bring the AMD driver to bar. Gil Hot from George Hotz from Tiny. What is his? What is his startup called? He tried to. Yeah, Tiny Grad. Yeah, he tried. He went all the way up to Lisa, Jensen's second cousin or whatever, who runs AMD, and they tried to get the drivers up to par. But hey, if all of OpenAI is jumping on this, maybe it's actually going to happen. And we're going to have 2 manufacturers from the US control the chip industry and not just one. As I think we didn't discuss this on the show a little bit, but like the CCP has banned the Chinese labs from using NVIDIA, and now they have to use like the Huawei chips and everything. So, yep, we're going to definitely hope I don't know if we're gonna get an announcement about this, but it's definitely happening here. Folks, we're gonna get started in just, I think, 1 minute. So I'm gonna go take a seat. I was just like standing here in the middle of nowhere. I'm getting pings from people that see my jacket, and I need to go sit down. But OpenAI Dev Day keynote is starting. Probably some Alpha and some other folks.
Take your seats.
And I'm hearing them. Please take your seats.
In just 10 minutes.
Oh, 10 minutes. Okay. We're gonna be 10 minutes, but they're asking you to go sit down. We're gonna restream this live for you. Afterwards, we're gonna hop off. So Wolfram and Easton wait for us to like clear the show. I want immediate reactions from the audience after the keynote finishes. Oh, and here's a friend of ours, Vibo Sharpa, folks.
What's up, Thursday AI?
Please let me know if you can hear Vibo.
What's up? What's up? Tune in to Alex's podcast.
Vibo is working with Self.
Let's go.
If you want to hire a person that's incredible with agents and different things, Vibo is also a great friend. This is your third Dev Day. You've been here before.
Third Dev Day.
How's the vibes here generally compared to you? You're in San Francisco.
Yes.
As many people here. We're trying to bring San Francisco to the people who can make it or like who are far away. What you think about this event and how like what's different about this one than others?
It's good. They brought in a lot more people this time. A lot of people from out of town. They got the whole Fort Mason. Last year they only had this section.
Yeah.
Last year they had different breakout rooms, but it's good energy. You know, everyone's here. Place is packed, so it's pretty good.
Yeah.
They got good stuff.
Have you already chatted with a few folks? What type of folks? Or you just
I just got in, man. I got in. I saw a long line. They escorted me to the front, and now we're sitting.
All right. Let me ask you some technical questions. 2025 year of agents, yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. What is going to 2026 is going to be? Where the winds are headed right now, based on what you're seeing, you're feeling, and
Ooh. Okay, I think coding is getting its moment, right? Like everything is thinking for coding, but it hasn't hit other domains. So like think test time reasoning, think 30-hour agents, but not for coding. I'm bullish on computer use, RL fine tuning, but that's its own thing. But you know, computer use and I think like LLM as a judge for non-deterministic stuff.
Yeah.
Rubrics are gonna be like a big thing. Like Meta put out a thing recently. Meta way to do verification for non-verifiable stuff. When you have other domains,
All right, speed round. List 5 agentic daily basis. You said computer use. You try 2 things. In Cloud 4.5, that specific. And have you tried Comet, the agentic browser?
I tried Comet. It's okay. I think Adept had a pretty fun version. They put out an extension for computer use long time ago, but it was a good beta,
Yeah.
and like it was pretty ripe back then. You know, Comet's okay. But yeah, I think we'll get there.
Yeah.
I think people just don't focus on it, right? Like coding low-hanging fruit,
Yes.
and you make it a focus. Like it's Anthropic's thing to take what is like economically viable, work on that right now. But like there'll be a lot more.
Yeah. With you guys a long time ago. There was a startup that co-founded by 2 of the co-creators of Transformers paper, and then they released like a computer use something, and then there was a Chrome extension. It was really, really bad back then. And now I use Comet. Dude, Comet clicks things. It goes, prepares Thursday for me. It's incredible. What do you think about proactive agents?
Proactive agents
Yeah.
versus background agents.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I think computer use is a good one.
Yeah.
I think like coding agents on device, kind of cool.
Yeah.
So on device automation stuff, pretty exciting.
Awesome. Well, Vibu, we're gonna let you go and take your place, folks. Vibu Sharpa, Vibu's on X. He does. Do you still do paper?
Yeah.
Stuff?
Every week.
So with Latent Space, he does every week a paper club. You definitely should join this. I'm gonna drop all the links to on the newsletter. So definitely give Vibu a follow. We'll see you around, man. Go grab a nice spot. So we grabbed another interview. I just got a notification from OpenAI that they're running a little late, so we can actually entertain you guys for a bit more as this place fills out. And yeah, the problem here is that I'm trying to like not grab people away from their spaces. But what do you think about the interview so far? Have you enjoyed it? Actually, some folks?
Excellent. The quality is sometimes a bit spotty, but yeah, interesting people and cool questions.
Yeah, I have 1 bar. So I'm hoping that at some point in the future, AI will be able to take over my low signal and just put my camera up on this and improve, the video quality. But besides this, pouring in, and there's a bunch of seats. Can I zoom in here? No, I cannot zoom in. A bunch of seats still open. So, Wolfram, what do you expect from the announcements? I think you missed them talking, but I haven't heard from you.
Yeah, like I said, this the thing we haven't been allowed to talk about, but that is what I want to hear more about. And someone mentioned the Ivy stuff, so if there's news about that, that would be also very interesting.
Yeah. Do you expect any new models? I don't know. They dropped the model before, and now they already talked about codecs already. So
Yeah. GPT-5 is very new. They have the codex model. I mean, a computer use model would be interesting as well,
And we are like,
but I'm not expecting it today.
yeah, I think they already have a codec model. All right, folks. I have another person here that you may already know. Ahmed, what's up, man?
I'm doing well. How about you?
Good, man. Just a little bit closer to the mic because it's like very loud. Tell folks who you are. Although we already chatted with you during AI Engineer.
Yeah.
But tell folks who you are. Tell folks about Langbase, and then we'll talk about OpenAI Dev a little bit.
Yeah, I'm Ahmed West, founder of Langbase. We are an agents lab in AI cloud.
Yeah.
Any agent you want to build, we have a serverless infrastructure for it. Yeah.
That's awesome. What have you been to Dev Day before?
Yeah.
How do you find this event generally, in terms of the people you meet, in terms of the content that they have, in terms of the production quality?
I think it is like probably 5x bigger. I'm getting a lot of GitHub Universe vibes, right? I know GitHub Universe is like this. Yeah, last year it was here, right? But yeah, we'll see. There are lots of excitement here.
And from the announcement in stage, what do you think they're gonna?
We've been hearing about the rumors of Agent Builder, right? So,
You guys.
no, I think we are okay. We have command.new, which is an agent builder as well. But yeah, we integrate with like 600 plus LLMs, do on-prem. So yeah.
So how do people actually find the command.new? Just type in the browser
command.new, and we are about to launch.
.new.
Yeah, and we're about to launch a coding agent. So yeah, we'll see how it goes.
All righty.
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
We'll see you around. The keynote is already starting. Go grab a seat. But great seeing you as well, always, and we'll see you around. So Langbase is the company, and this is Ahmed. Ahmed, I'm assuming is how he pronounces it. And I think, folks, it's time for me to just chill in this row of folks from everywhere. I'm just going to walk and show you a few folks. Oh, this is Andrew Main. Andrew, I don't think I've seen you before. Alex, nice to see you, man. It looks like it's starting, so we're going to sit down. But I'm coming to your interviews. I'm coming to your podcast live to see you. Yeah. Oh, and we have Simon Wilson here. Simon, do you want to say hi to folks just super quick?
Sure.
Hi, man.
Hello, folks.
As you guys see, there's a bunch of folks, very interesting folks coming to Dev Day. All right, I'm going to sit down. We're going to restream. Wolfram Nielsen, thank you for doing this. Honestly, I couldn't have done this without you. And then we're going to pick back up after the live stream. So folks, stay with us. We're going to pick back up after the live stream, and hopefully we'll get some very decent presents from Uncle Sam. All right, for now I'm tuning out, and then I'll be back with you. Oh, look at this. The other half of on here as we're starting. All righty, folks. We'll see you soon. Enjoy the keynote.
Very sweet.
Bye-bye.
I was stuck in line.
Bye. Okay, I will switch to the stream now.
Okay, let's. Any other predictions? Any new models or anything? I don't think so. I think it's just going to be the agentic thing.
Yeah, I'm very curious if there will be anything more than that, but it's a dev day, so yeah, the agentic stuff will probably be the most important, definitely.
I like the terminal UI theming and art they've put into it. Like, this is really good.
Yeah, this stuff here, what we are seeing right now, doesn't really fit the agentic stuff. Curious if there's a connection.
I mean, it's more like terminal UIs, I think. They just picked stuff that devs like.
I mean, it's long running. What are you most excited about and expecting from this?
More, I want to see how they're doing the long-running agentic tasks. So not so much the tools, because we have a lot of tools. We have too many tools now, if anything. But I'm more interested in the whole automation aspect. So like the proactive AI stuff that Alex was talking about, those are things I've kind of been doing on my own with notifications and stuff in apps, but I think that could be much more extensive and thorough and useful.
Yeah, I'm also interested if we will see some consolidation there, or if it will open even more venues to do this. So will OpenAI be the one platform you go to do everything, or will they enable others to build the platforms?
Yeah, also, like, I've seen other more graphical tools that do agentic stuff, but they were never that good. Like, for example, I guess I could talk about N8N. I know a lot of people like it, but
I like it too.
I do use it with the Comfy UI, for example, and I found it okay, but at some point I just kind of found it easier to just read the code. You're just gonna have some for loops, some pointers, some variables pointing out.
Here we go.
I think they're gonna do it a lot better. So this is what I want to see. They do always make better UX. All right, let's go.
Good morning, and welcome to Dev Day. Thanks for being here in San Francisco, the city where we started and where we are committed to building the future of AI. It's been almost 2 years since our first Dev Day. We, but most importantly, all of you, have come a long way since then. Back in 2023, we had 2 million weekly developers and 100 million weekly ChatGPT users. We were processing about 300 million tokens per minute on our API. And that felt like a lot to us, at least at the time. Today, 4 million developers have built with OpenAI. More than 800 people use ChatGPT every week, and we process over 6 billion tokens per minute on the API, thanks to all of you. AI has gone from something people play with to something people build with every day. Before we get started with all of today's announcements, we want to do something fun. On the screen behind me are the names of the developers in the room who have built apps on our platforms that have crossed some big milestones. 10 billion tokens processed, 100 billion, even 1 trillion. Let's give them a round of applause. On behalf of all of us at OpenAI, thank you for doing such incredible work. You are the ones pushing the future forward, and seeing what you've already done makes us so excited about what comes next. While it's exciting to celebrate how far you all have come, we are still so early on this journey. So today we're going to focus on what matters most to you all, which is making it easier to build with AI. We've been listening to developers, hearing where you get stuck, what you want us to build next so that you can build more things. And we've got 4 things for you today. We're going to show you how we're making it possible to build apps inside of ChatGPT and how we can help you get a lot of distribution. We're going to show you how building agents is going to be much faster and better. You'll see how we're making it easier to write software, taking on the repetitive parts of coding so you can focus on systems and creativity. And underneath all of this, we'll give you updates to models and APIs to support everything you want to build. We think this is the best time in history to be a builder. It has never been faster to go from idea to product. You can really feel the acceleration at this point. So to get started, let's take a look at apps inside of ChatGPT. We want ChatGPT to be a great way for people to make progress, to be more productive, more inventive, to learn faster, to do whatever they're trying to do in their lives better. We have been continuously amazed by the creative ways that people use it. Since our first Dev Day, we've been working to try to figure out how to open up ChatGPT to developers. And we've tried things like GPTs, we've adopted standards like MCPs, and we've made it possible for developers to connect ChatGPT to more and more applications. Some of this stuff has worked, some of it hasn't. but we've learned a lot along the way. And today we're going to open up ChatGPT for developers to build real apps inside of ChatGPT. This will enable a new generation of apps that are interactive, adaptive, and personalized that you can chat with. So to build them, today we're launching the Apps SDK, which will be available in preview starting today. With the Apps SDK, you get the full stack. You can connect your data, trigger actions, render a fully interactive UI, and more. The Apps SDK is built on MCP. You get full control over your backend logic and front-end UI. We've published the standard so that anyone can integrate the Apps SDK. When you build with the Apps SDK, your apps can reach hundreds of millions of ChatGPT users. We hope this will be a big deal for helping developers rapidly scale products. Thank you. You're welcome. If a user is already subscribed to your existing product, they'll be able to log in right from the conversation. And in the future, we're going to support many ways to monetize, including the new agentic commerce protocol that offers instant checkout right inside of ChatGPT. So let's take a look at a few examples. When someone's using ChatGPT, you'll be able to find an app by asking for it by name. For example, you could sketch out a product flow for ChatGPT and then say, Figma, turn the sketch into a workable diagram. The Figma app will take over, respond, and complete the action. You can also then launch FigJam from ChatGPT if you want to iterate further. We're also making apps discoverable right in the conversation. So when a user asks for something, we can surface a relevant app as a recommendation. Maybe a user says they need a playlist for their party this weekend. ChatGPT could then recommend building it in Spotify. It's an easy way to find the right app or have the right app presented to you at the right time. And there'll be a whole bunch of new ways for developers to get discovered. So now, rather than just talk about this, I'd like to invite Alexi to the stage, and we'll show you a live demo. Thanks, Alexi.
Hi, I'm Alexi, a software engineer on ChatGPT working on Apps SDK. I'm super excited to showcase some of the first apps users will be able to interact with today. The magic of these apps is combining their rich interactive visuals with the power of ChatGPT. Let's start with Coursera. Let's say I don't spend enough time thinking about machine learning at work and I want to learn more. I can ask the Coursera app in ChatGPT to help me learn more about this. I can say, Coursera, can you teach me something about machine learning? Since this is my first time using Coursera in ChatGPT, I'll need to consent to connect. The next time I use it, I'll be able to dive in immediately. You'll notice I asked ChatGPT for the Coursera app directly, but ChatGPT can also suggest apps if relevant to the conversation. Apps in ChatGPT by default are displayed inline and can support anything that you can render on the web, like this video shown here. Apps SDK also supports picture-in-picture or expanding to a full screen layout. So now that I have my course up, let's play the video. Playing the video immediately pins it to the top of my screen, which is really helpful for something like Coursera because you can access your conversation while watching the video. Let's skip ahead a little bit and say I want to go a little bit deeper on something mentioned in the video. I can ask ChatGPT, can you explain more about what they're saying right now? Apps SDK provides an API to expose context back to ChatGPT from your app, ensuring that the model always knows about exactly what your user is interacting with. We're calling it talking to apps, and it's really part of the magic here. I'm super excited about how learning with ChatGPT, one of our top use cases, is continuing to get better. And with apps and the Apps SDK, you can unlock richer educational experiences for users around the world. So here, ChatGPT responded and explained that the instructor is talking about data preparation steps before training a machine learning model. And then it breaks it down in simpler terms for me. I don't need to explain what I'm seeing in the video. ChatGPT sees it right away. So here, I was able to connect to Coursera's app, discover and start playing a course, and directly engage with the video through text, all within my existing ChatGPT conversation. Pretty cool. Users also love being creative in ChatGPT. Here, I have a conversation where I've been brainstorming some ideas to help my younger sibling's dog walking business. We've gone back and forth a few times, and now it's time to make this into a reality. I'm pretty happy with some of the names here. So let's take this walk this wag name. And now I'm going to ask Canva to turn that into a poster. I can say, Canva, can you make me a poster with the walk this wag name? I want it to be colorful, whimsical, bright, and I prefer, oops, I asked Coursera for a typing course too, maybe. I prefer sans serif fonts. Cool. Send that off, and now in the background, Canva is generating posters based on the context from my conversation. Canva is great at creating assets like this, and now you can kick it off directly from ChatGPT. Whether you're making professional marketing assets for OpenAI or just a fun demo for Dev Day, Canva is right there in the conversation as you work. Apps SDK, as Sam mentioned, is built on MCP, an open standard we've loved building on at OpenAI. And if you have an existing MCP, it's really quick to enhance it with the Apps SDK. All you have to do is add a resource that returns HTML, and the app would be able to be up everywhere ChatGPT is distributed, across web and mobile. As you can see, this is a live demo, so we're experiencing a little bit of latency, but here we go. Canva has returned 4 poster examples to us. We see them in line, just like the Coursera video, as well as ChatGPT kind of explaining what it's done for us. But we can explore another modality in Apps SDK, which is full screen. I click an asset, and the app requests full screen. We were able to focus on a specific asset. And from here, I can see it in more detail. I can ask ChatGPT to request changes, maybe visual tweaks, just like with our image generation experience. But since we're in San Francisco and it's Dev Day, let's ask Canva to convert this into a pitch deck. I can say, Canva, can you please make this poster into a pitch deck? We're trying to raise a seed round for dog walking. I'll send that off, and since now Canva is going to make us a couple of slide decks, it may take a moment. So in the interest of time, we'll move on to show one more demo while that loads. Say the dog walking business is going really well, and we want to expand to another city. I can ask ChatGPT, based on our conversations, what would be a good city to expand the dog walking to? ChatGPT, of course, knows what we've been talking about. Super enthusiastically says Pittsburgh. Great. Now I can invoke the Zillow app to say, please show me some homes for sale there. And now ChatGPT is talking to Zillow to fetch the latest housing data, and we'll get an interactive map embedded in ChatGPT. And we'll explore how the full screen experience there goes. So we have our map, gorgeous loading state, and boom, we have a bunch of homes here. It also looks like our slide decks are done, so we'll go back to those in a moment. But this map is a little hard to see in the inline view, so I can click a specific home and open it full screen. And now we have most of the Zillow experience embedded in ChatGPT. You can request a tour, all the actions that you would expect from Zillow. But we have a lot of options here, and it's kind of hard to parse. So I can ask ChatGPT, can you filter this to just be 3-bedroom homes with a yard? For the dog, of course. ChatGPT will talk to Zillow again, and because the app is in full screen, it can now just update the data that's provided to it without needing to create a new instance. We see ChatGPT came back, we get the message overlaid here. If I click that, I can view my conversation over the Zillow app and even open it to the full height. Cool. Let's zoom in and find a specific home we may be interested in. Now, because the Zillow app is exposing context back to ChatGPT, it knows what I'm looking at. I can ask for more information about this home, like how close is this to a dog park? ChatGPT is able to compose the context from Zillow with other tools at its disposal, like search. So it's able to give more information about this home. From here, I could invoke other Zillow tools, maybe find out the affordability of it, but it'll provide the best answer every time. This is a great example of how dynamic an experience with Apps SDK can be. This all started from an inline map, and now we're able to go back and forth between talking to the app, asking ChatGPT questions, or just using the Zillow experience. Let's check back in on those slide decks. So if I pop back over into this conversation, see Canva has given us a few options here. Like the look of this blue. So if we open that up, we now see the slides in full screen, and I can see all the beautiful slides that Canva has generated for me. When I'm ready, I can just like the posters, I could ask for follow-up edits, and when I'm ready, I can open this in Canva to get the real slides out and hopefully close the seed round. So there it is, the magic of apps and ChatGPT, conversations that unite the intelligence of ChatGPT with your favorite products, resulting in truly novel experiences. I'm so excited to keep building this with all of you. Can't wait to see what you do with it. Now, back to Sam for more on apps.
That was awesome. Thanks, Lexi. That was great. It's very hard to type and talk in front of a bunch of people at the same time, so you did very well. We're excited for you to try out the apps that you saw in the demos, along with a few more from these launch partners. They'll be available in ChatGPT today, and this is just the beginning. We're going to roll out more apps from partners in the weeks ahead. For developers, the Apps SDK is available in preview to start building with today. Our goal is to get this in your hands early, hear your feedback, build it together with you. And then later this year, developers will be able to submit apps for review and publication. We'll also release a directory that users can browse, in addition to discovery and conversation. Any apps that meet the standards provided in our developer guidelines will be eligible to be listed. Apps that meet higher standards for design and functionality will get featured more prominently, included in the directory and suggested as apps and conversations. We've published a draft of the developer guidelines along with the Apps SDK, so you'll know what to expect, and we'll share more in monetization from apps soon. We'd also love your feedback about what you'd want. This should be an exciting new chapter for developers and for ChatGPT users. So that was apps, and we hope everyone loves it. Thank you. So next, we want to talk about building agents and how we're going to make this simpler and more effective. AI has moved in the last couple of years from systems that you can ask anything to systems that you can ask to do anything for you. And we're starting to see this through agents, software that can take on tasks with context, tools, and trust. But for all the excitement around agents and all the potential, very few are actually making it into production and into major use. It's hard to know where to start, what frameworks to use, and there's a lot of work. There's orchestration, eval loops, connecting tools, building a good UI. And each of these layers adds a lot of complexity before you know what's really going to work. Clearly, there's a ton of energy, and the opportunity is very real. So we've talked to thousands of teams, many of them in this room, who are building agents to reimagine how work gets done. And we've asked what we can do to make agents much easier to build. So today, we're going to launch something to help with that. The goal here is something for every builder that wants to go from idea to agent faster and easier. So we're excited to introduce a new thing called Agent Kit. Agent Kit is a complete set of building blocks available in the OpenAI platform designed to help you take agents from prototype to production. It is everything you need to build, deploy, and optimize agentic workflows with way less friction. Our hope is that everyone from individual developers to large enterprises will get a lot of value from this. And we'll talk about a few of the core capabilities now. So the first one is Agent Builder. This is a canvas to build agents. It's a fast visual way to design the logic steps, test the flows, and ship ideas. It's built on top of the Responses API that hundreds of thousands of developers already use. So most of you who have used our platform before should be familiar with the foundation. The second thing is ChatKit. We've heard this one loud and clear, and we're making it easy to bring great chat experiences right into your own apps. You get a simple, embeddable chat interface that you can make your own. You can bring your own brand, your own workflows, whatever makes your own product unique. And you can see in the video here how chat can work across each agent node and call on tools to form the best response. And then finally, evals for agents. We're shipping new features dedicated to measuring the performance of agents. You get trace grading to help you understand agent decisions step by step. You get data sets, so you can assess individual agent nodes. You get automated prompt optimization. And you can even now run evals on external models directly from the OpenAI platform. This is all the stuff that we wished we had when we were trying to build our first agents. And of course, agents need access to data. So with OpenAI's connector registry, you can securely connect agents to your internal tools and third-party systems through an admin control panel, while keeping everything safe and under your control. So let's look at a couple of examples. Albertsons runs over 2,000 grocery stores across the US. More than 37 million people shop there each week. And each store is like its own little economy. Managers have to make all these constant decisions, tweaking this promotion or that product mix, resetting the displays, working with a bunch of vendors. It's like a lot of stuff. So Albertsons built an agent using AgentKit. So now imagine a situation where sales are unexpectedly down for ice cream, down 32%. Before, this would have kicked off a long process of reporting. There'd be spreadsheets and meetings, a lot of panic. They sell a lot of ice cream, very important to them. Now an associate can just ask the agent what's going on. The agent will look at the full context of everything it can discover, seasonality, historical trends, external factors, and it'll give a recommendation. Maybe it's time to adjust the display or to run a local ad. So let's take a look at another agent. HubSpot is a customer platform used by hundreds of thousands of organizations around the world. And they used AgentKit to improve the responses of Breeze, their AI tool, using the custom responses widget. So in this example, a HubSpot customer called Luma Plants gets a question about why a plant is not doing so well in Arizona. It then uses the Breeze assistant to search its own knowledge base, look up local treatments for the state's low humidity, pulls in policy details, and puts everything together. It then offers multiple ideas and a recommendation. So this is how we imagine intelligence working across many different sources, all operating together to deliver smart, useful answers to customers. And it's a great example of the thing that you can build with AgentKit. We have a bunch of great agent launch partners that have already scaled agents using AgentKit. And it's available to everyone starting today. So let's do a live demo, and I will pass it off to Christina.
Thanks, Sam. Hi, everyone. I'm Christina, and I work on the team building AgentKit. Today, I want to show you how AgentKit helps developers create agents faster than ever before. So you may have already seen our Dev Day website. It's the site here that all of you have access to and has everything about today's schedule. But right now, it's just a static page. What if it could actually help you navigate the day and point you to the sessions that are most relevant to you? We're OpenAI. We need to have AI in our Dev Day website. So that's what we're going to build together, an agent powered by AgentKit deployed right here inside this site. And to make this interesting, I'm going to give myself 8 minutes to build and ship an agent right here in front of you. You just heard how hard it is to build an agent, so this is going to be a bit of a challenge, and I'm going to start the clock now to keep me honest. Okay, we have a clock going. So I'm starting in the workflow builder in the OpenAI platform. And instead of starting with code, we can actually wire nodes up visually. Agent Builder helps you model really complex workflows in an easy and visual way using the common patterns that we've learned from building agents ourselves. So here on the left, we've already extracted the common building blocks. For example, tools like file search and MCP, guardrails, human in the loop, and other logical nodes. Today, I'm planning on building a workflow that uses 2 specialized agents. The first will be a sessions agent, which will return information about the schedule, and the second will be a more generic Dev Day information agent. So I'm starting off with a categorizing agent to just help route and categorize the type of message coming in, whether it's asking about a specific session or something more generic. And then I've added in an if-else node to route behavior based on that classifier. Next, I'll create the session agent. Here, I'll drag and drop an agent node. I'll call this session agent. I'll give it the context about kind of grabbing information about a session. And then I can add in various tools here. Today, I already have a doc with all the information about sessions, so I'll simply drop that in. Let's call this sessions and attach it. So this agent now has all of the information needed to answer my questions. But showing the schedule should also be fun and visually interesting, not just plain text. So I'll also create a widget for them. I'll head over to our widget builder. Here I could create a widget from scratch. I can browse the gallery to learn about other widgets and reuse them. But for today, I've actually already designed a widget for this use case. In this case, it's an onboarding session widget for Froj, one of our Dev Day friends that you'll see around the venue, who's holding a 101 onboarding session in Golden Gate Park. So we can simply download this and then head back over to our agent and just attach it in as, I don't think I clicked download. So let me go back and actually click the button. Download. There we go. Great. So head over and attach it as an output format for the sessions agent that we just created. Drop that in. We can preview it to make sure we added in the right widget, and everything looks ready to go. So this session agent is now done. Next, I'll create the general Dev Day agent. So once again, I'll drag in an agent node. Let's call this the Dev Day agent. We'll once again give it some context about what it's doing, and then we'll also make it speak in the style of Froj just to make it really on brand with the day. We'll add in a file once again, so we have a file with all of the information about the day. Call this Dev Day. Attach it. This agent is ready to go as well, and we'll attach that here. Now, it looks like I have a couple more minutes, so let's add in some additional security with one of the pre-built guardrails. So one of the most important things when building agents is being able to trust them, and guardrails help you have that confidence, protecting against hallucinations, adding moderation, blocking PII. In this case, we already have a couple pre-built guardrails. I'll turn one on for PII, and then I'll just include name as well so I can easily verify its behavior. I'll attach this in to the beginning of the workflow to make sure Froj is really protected against PII, and then I'll add in an additional agent to handle cases when this information is passed in. So again, I'll make it speak in the style of Froj to stay consistent, and I'll remind it that it cannot help with questions that contain sensitive information and remove kind of the context. Great, so I think this workflow is ready to go. I can also configure the output to determine what shows up to the end user. In this case, I can also turn off file search sources if that is kind of more internal. And I think that's it. Let's test it out. I can preview this directly from our agent builder. So here I can ask what session to attend to learn about building agents. And I can see this message moving its way through that workflow we just created, checking guardrail, categorizing intent, pulling information from the file of sessions that I just added in, finding the right session, using the widget that I added, and determining, orchestrating agents at scale at 11:15 with James and Rohan is like the best session for me to go to learn more about this. And then I see a couple ribbits because this is actually Froj talking to me and ribbiting at me. So, okay, I think this agent looks good. Need to watch the time. So we just built a few specialized agents using tools. We added in guardrails. We customized them using some widgets. And then we also tested out the workflow in preview. The one thing we haven't yet done is a full set of evals. And we can also do that directly from the agent builder to make sure that everything behaves exactly as expected before going live. But right now, I've got a giant clock chasing me, and Dev Day is waiting. So let's publish this. Hit publish here. Let's call this Ask Froj, hit publish. And I now have a fully deployed published agent in production with a workflow ID that I can use to run directly. On the right, we also have code export in case I want to run this in my own environment, in my own servers. But you can see this is quite a bit of code to write. And so I'm just going to stick with using the workflow ID that we just created and then head over to my site. So here in my Dev Day site, I'm first going to create a ChatKit session using the workflow that we just created. I'll simply drop in that workflow ID. I'll add in the ChatKit React component using that client secret that we just created in our own server, and then adding in visual customization as well to, again, make this really Froj themed. In this case, it's going to be called Ask Froj. It's going to continue to ribbit in the placeholder, and it'll have some Froj-specific colors and starter prompts. I'll add this Froj chat in a bottom sheet, so it'll come up from the bottom of the page. And then finally, I'll add in a link to Ask Froj at the top of the site so that it's really front and center on our website. So let's go back to our site. There it is, Ask Froj, top of the site. Let's try it out. So what session to attend to learn about building agents. And again, this is running through that exact same workflow we just created, checking for guardrails, categorizing the message, pulling from tools from file search, using the widget that we designed, and then again deciding orchestrating agents at scale is the right session for me to go to, and continuing to ribbit in the style of Froge. So, okay, great, we've done it. The agent is ready. We can stop the clock. The agent is ready with 49 seconds to spare. And I can keep iterating on this agent directly in the visual builder, and also deploy these changes directly to my site without making any code changes at all. This includes adding new tools, adding new widgets for other use cases, adding new guardrails, and I can even wire it up to client-side tools to take actions directly in my website. So in just a few minutes, we've designed an agent workflow visually. We added in some tools and widgets, we previewed it, we deployed it, we tested it, and now you all can use it. This is actually live now in your Dev Day site. You can tap your badge, and you should be able to see it and use it, and find the sessions that are best for you. So we're looking forward to you using it and meeting Froge, and also seeing all of the new experiences that you'll now be able to build using AgentKit. Thanks, and back to Sam.
Thank you, Christina. I think that's so cool. I can't wait to see what you'll all build with it. So we've looked at AI apps, agents, but now let's shift to one more thing that's just as important: how we write software. One of the most exciting things happening with AI is that we're entering a new era that changes how software gets written. Anyone with an idea can build apps for themselves, their families, or their communities. And before we talk about Codex, we want to show you a few examples. In Japan, an 89-year-old retiree taught himself to code with the help of ChatGPT. He's now built 11 iPhone apps for elderly users. He's turning a lifetime of wisdom into tools that help others live more independently. In Spain, Pau Garcia and members of domestic data streamers are helping people reconnect with memories using ChatGPT, image generation, and Sora. At ASU, med students needed a better way to practice the kinds of difficult human conversations they'll have as doctors. So they built a virtual patient app with our models, where they can try, fail, and get better before they step into a real exam room. And at Versailles in France, visitors can now walk the palace and talk to it. They built an experience where you have a live discussion with art and sculptures with our real-time API. History becomes a conversation. It's awesome to see what people are building, and this is why we're so excited to give developers even more tools to build faster. So, earlier this year, we launched a research preview of Codex, OpenAI's software engineering agent, built to work alongside developers and speed up how software gets created. Since then, Codex has become very loved and grown into a much more capable collaborator. It works everywhere you code now: your IDE, the terminal, GitHub, and in the cloud. Your ChatGPT account connects everything so you can move your work seamlessly between your tools. We've released a ton of new features for Codex, and it now runs on the new GPT-5 Codex model, a version of GPT-5 purposely trained for Codex and agentic coding. This model is better at tasks like code refactoring and code review, and it can dynamically adjust its thinking time for the complexity of the task. Developers love this new model, and the Codex usage has gone up really fast. One of our key metrics for looking at this is daily messages, the number of tasks and conversations that developers have with Codex each day. Since early August, daily messages are up 10x across Codex. And this rapid usage has also helped GPT-5 Codex become one of our fastest growing models ever. Since its release, we have served over 40 trillion tokens from the model. Internally, at this point, Codex is everywhere we build. Almost all new code written at OpenAI today is written by Codex users. Our engineers that use Codex complete 70% more pull requests each week, and nearly every OpenAI PR goes through a Codex review. And from that, people get more depth than they'd expect, even from a very senior engineer. Starting today, Codex is officially out of research preview and into GA. And while, thank you. And while Codex already has a lot of traction with individual developers, today we're introducing a new set of features to make Codex more helpful for engineering teams. First, we have a Slack integration. This has been very much requested so that you can ask Codex to write code or answer questions directly from team conversations in Slack. Second, a new Codex SDK so that you can extend and automate Codex in your team's own workflows. And third, new admin tools and reporting, including environment controls, monitoring, analytics dashboards, and more, so that enterprises can better manage Codex. Expect to see a lot more Codex improvements coming soon. One of the things that's been really inspiring to us is to see the breadth of people using Codex. From developers building side projects on weekends, to high-growth startups, to big global enterprises. Cisco rolled out Codex across its entire engineering org. They're now able to get through code reviews 50% faster and have reduced the average project timeline from weeks to days. So for our next demo, we want to show you something fun. We're going to show you how you can use the new Codex and our APIs to turn anything around you into workable software. And for that, please welcome Ramon to the stage.
Good morning, everyone. Last year, we built an iPhone app from scratch, and we've even programmed a mini drone live on stage using O1, our first reasoning model. It was kind of vibe coding before we even had a name for it, frankly. But the progress since has been incredible. Codex is now a teammate that understands your context, it works alongside you, and it can reliably take on work for your team. And we thought about how do we best show you all of the cool things that Codex can now do. We had a lot of ideas. But one that we kind of kept coming back to is, what about building something that we could all experience and see together here in this room right now? So that's our challenge. If you look up here, some of you might notice a camera that's mounting above the stage. And I thought maybe we could start there. And so earlier, I asked Codex CLI to create a very simple control panel interface with a very simple interface. See, a camera feed on the left, some buttons on the right. And if we can bring my laptop on screen, you'll see what Codex came up with. Initially, it did it really well, but then I also added the Figma branding from the Dev Day event so it could pull the exact colors and components to actually render it perfectly matching our design. Great, so that's our place to get started. Now, I haven't written a single line of code, but let's dive in and see what we can do on top of that. Now, switching over here to, we're going to skip this version. Skipping over here to my terminal, which wanted to update, I'm sure you can see we have Codex CLI. It's logged in with my ChatGPT account, and it's powered by GPT-5 Codex, our net new model that Sam mentioned. Now, let's start by asking this question that I'm sure many of you have not asked a coding agent before. How to control a Sony FR7 camera in Node. And honestly, I did not know how to get started. I saw there was a C++ SDK, and I thought maybe like Codex, we want to use that and turn it into JavaScript. But then it had a much better idea than that. I realized that there's a VSCA protocol apparently to control these cameras. So, as you can see, Codex can respond pretty fast for questions like this. And this all seemed promising to me. So basically, I went ahead and I typed this script over to Codex to completely scaffold an integration using the VSCA protocol and wire it up to that control panel. Now, Codex is becoming harder and harder to demo, by the way, because it can really work tirelessly on your task. I've seen it work for up to 7 hours on a very big refactoring, for instance, and get it right, which is pretty outstanding. Here, if we switch over and if we scroll back up, it updated its plan along the way, wrote a lot of code and everything, and this was the final result. As you can see on the screen, it worked for over 13 minutes on that one task, but it did everything I wanted it to do. So let's take a closer look. If I jump over to VS Code now, you can see on the right side of the screen, we also have our Codex integration in the IDE. And these are the files that the Codex CLI came up with for the camera control. So you can see it built a node server. It also figured out all of the UDP packets to send to this camera. Imagine the time it would have taken me to actually learn this protocol that's over 30 years old, by the way. Codex even figured out that there was some very specific headers to send for this particular camera. All right, so with these UI components now wired up, the server's running, so we can take a quick look and try this. So here, if I turn on the camera, there we go, we have the camera. That's all of you, awesome. And let's try the controls. Boom, I can actually control the camera now from this interface. It's pretty cool. All right, But controlling with buttons is nice, but I think we can do something better. So I'm going to try to send another task, but live this time inside our IDE extension. So check this out.
I could see Alex's red shirt, yellow shirt
wireless
on
controller
it.
to control the camera. So I'm going to send this one right now. I was backstage earlier and I found this Xbox controller. I wasn't sure who was playing back there, but I thought this could be something we could try. So we're going to leave it here. And as you can see now, like Codex made a plan. Apparently 3 tasks have to be completed. It's now exploring the file. It's figuring out how to wire up this gamepad. And what's interesting here is you can see in the IDE, we also have this concept of auto context. And what that means is that your prompts can be pretty short because Codex will kind of understand your intent. It will see like the recent files that you've used and really kind of adjust accordingly. So as you can see, we're now at task number 2. This one will probably take another minute or so we'll leave it run in the background. So in the meantime, what else could we do? Well, I thought one exciting interface is voice. So to save us a few minutes, I've already asked Codex to integrate with our real-time API and our agents SDK. And I wanted to wire up all of this into the app right here on this green little dot at the bottom right of the screen. But what's great about the real-time API is that it brings natural speech-to-speech into your app, but it also connects to any MCP server in the context of that conversation. And so that really got me thinking, what else could we show you in this room and turn into an MCP server? And then I thought, wait, we have a lighting system, so maybe we could wire up the lighting system of the venue over to an MCP server. So let me check out this task that I sent to Codex, but this time in Codex Cloud. So you can see here my prompt. I asked Codex to wire up this MCP server for this very specific model of lighting system. I gave it like the reference docs that I found, and I gave it the exact interface that I wanted to have for my UI to work. But what's fascinating to me is like if you look at the logs, for instance, like that's really the magic of the agentic behavior of Codex. Like I could have asked a teammate to do that, but because the task was very specific, now Codex is my teammate. And if you look at how it went through the process, it actually figured at some point that it needed to kind of find new information about command 8 to move forward. So then it went ahead to fetch the GitHub docs again to kind of really like operate and call tools along the way. And that's really the magic of GPT-5 Codex. You can really let it go off, do some complex tasks, and you'll see this like agentic behavior emerge. And then after that, I did one more turn to actually ask Codex to like include the README information so I can understand how to run it. And sure enough, here is my MCP server. Now, going back to VS Code, what's also very interesting, sounds like the Xbox task just finished. We'll see that in a moment. Awesome. And now going back here, you can see that you have all of your local, but also your cloud tasks right here inside the VS Code extension. So if I click on the build MCP server, for instance, this is the task I just showed you on Codex Cloud. And here I can actually apply all of the changes locally if I want to test them. So I can just go ahead and click apply, and now all of the changes with this MCP server are now included locally. Now, I didn't want to watch you, I didn't want to let you watch me do npm install here on stage. So I just took that MCP server already and I started to install all of the dependencies to make it run. So let's now put all of that to the test. But first of all, if we go back to our app right here, let's see if we can actually control this camera now with this Xbox controller. There we go, it works. That's pretty awesome. What's funny is like I didn't even specify to Codex which button should do what, but it figured that the joystick was probably a good idea. So that's actually perfect. But let's do the real test now. Let's enter voice mode and see what happens. So sorry in advance, AV team, but we'll try to see if Codex figured this out to control the lights. Hi there. Hello?
Hi there. I can hear you loud and clear. Let me know what you need.
Yeah, what do you see on the camera?
I see a large audience in front of you, with rows of attendees seated and ready. The room is well lit, and the crowd stretches far back, filling the space.
That's right. Could you shine the lights towards the audience? There we go.
I've just lit up the audience with a nice bright wash. They should be perfectly highlighted now.
Can you greet everyone here in the room now?
Absolutely. The audience lights are up. Let's welcome this fantastic crowd. Hello, amazing developers at Fort Mason. We are so excited to have you here for an incredible day.
Awesome. Could you now do something fun with the lights and say hi to people tuning in on the live stream?
We've got the fun lights rolling now, some dynamic, colorful effects in motion. And to everyone watching the live stream, thanks for joining us. This is going to be an amazing experience.
Cool. All right, let's go back to normal now. Awesome. So I still have not written a single line of code, by the way, to make this happen. But there's one more thing I wanted to show you. Last but not least, Sam mentioned that we're launching a Codex SDK today. And so I wanted to finish up with something that gives you a little bit of a glimpse into what might be the future of software engineering. So let me go back into voice mode and try this. Hi, could you ask Codex to show a credits overlay like at the end of the movie, but this time the cast is all Dev Day attendees?
I'm running that with Codex now. I'll let you know when it's ready.
Great. In the meantime, could you start a countdown and take a photo of all of us? Oh, and there we go. So to explain you what just happened here, when I sent a task to the voice agent, it also added Codex SDK as a tool. And what that means is that now, on the fly, I can reprogram this app in real time and instantly adapt it to user needs or any kind of feedback they have. So in this case, when I asked to create a credits overlay, it was able to go ahead and edit the code inside this React app, hot reload it, find what it needed to complete the task, and now the credits are rolling. It's pretty amazing. So with all that, we took voice, we took a sketch, we took some devices around us, and we turned all of this into workable software. And all of that without writing a single line of code by hand. So really give Codex your most ambitious ideas, give Codex your most complex coding problems, and see what happens. I think you'll be as amazed as we are every day. The only limit now is your imagination. Thank you so much. Back to you, Sam.
Thanks, Ramon. This is the biggest change to how software gets created that I have ever seen, and we can't wait to see what you all will do with it. I think the future is going to be very bright. We've covered a lot today, but obviously models matter a lot too, so I want to share a few model updates. Back in August, we launched GPT-5. We trained it to be really good at steering agents and end-to-end coding, and GPT-5 has delivered on that. Leading coding startups like Cursor, Windsurf, and Vercel are using GPT-5 to change how software gets written and shipped in their apps. And then after that, we released GPT-5 Pro, the most intelligent model that we've ever shipped. Today, we're launching GPT-5 Pro in the API. It's available to all developers, and we hope you enjoy. GPT-5 Pro is great for assisting with really hard tasks, domains like finance, legal, healthcare, and much more, where you need high accuracy and depth of reasoning. We're also releasing a smaller voice model in the API with GPT Real-Time Mini. It is smaller, 70% cheaper version of the advanced voice model we shipped 2 months ago with the same voice quality and expressiveness. Personally, I think that voice is going to become one of the primary ways that people interact with AI. And this is a big leap towards that reality. Now I want to shift gears and talk about what's new for creators. And this has been a hotly requested one, so we hope you'll like it. We've been seeing incredible work from filmmakers, designers, game developers, educators, and more, using AI as part of their creative process. Today, we're releasing a preview of Sora 2 in the API. You now have access to the same model that powers Sora 2's stunning video outputs right in your own app. One of the biggest jumps that we've made with this model is how controllable it is. You can give it detailed instructions, and it holds onto the state while delivering results that feel stylized, accurate, and composed. For example, you can take the iPhone view and prompt Sora to expand it into a sweeping cinematic wide shot. But one of the most exciting things that we've been working on is how well this new model can pair sound with visuals. Not just speech, but rich soundscapes, ambient audio, synchronized effects that are grounded in what you're seeing. So here's an example in this kayak video. You can also bring pieces of the real world into Sora too. For example, you could take a picture of your dog and give your dog some new friends.
Look who's coming, buddy. Here they all are. Good pups, come on. That's it, everybody together. Happy dogs.
Sora 2 is also great for concept development. You can just describe a general vibe or a product, and Sora will give you a visual starting point. So here, we're going to use it to generate concepts for an e-commerce ad.
When your new place feels like a blank canvas, find the pieces that make it yours. Browse, customize, and check out in minutes. Delivered fast to your door.
People seem to love Sora 2. It's been on the top of the App Store since we've launched it, and the creativity that people are demonstrating has been super fun for us to watch. We hope that now with Sora 2 Preview in the API, you will generate the same high-quality videos directly inside your products, complete with the realistic and synchronized sound, and find all sorts of great new things to build. Just like our other modalities, it's built for flexibility. You get to control video length, aspect ratio, resolution, easily remix videos. Mattel has been a great partner working with us to test Sora 2 in the API and seeing what they can do to bring product ideas to life more quickly. So one of their designers can now start with a sketch and then turn these early concepts into something that you can see and share and react to. So let's take a look at how this works. That is a very cool new way to build toys. And it's incredible to watch with AI how fast ideas can turn into shareable, workable designs. So we're excited to see what else you'll come up with as you use Sora 2 in your own products. We hope that today gave you a few ideas of new things to build. We want OpenAI to be a great platform for this new era of building. We think things are going to get pretty incredible pretty soon. All of our announcements today are aimed to support you in this work. The Apps SDK for building native apps inside of ChatGPT. Agent Kit, so you can deploy agents wherever you'd like, easily and with more confidence. A more powerful codex, changing the way software gets written, helping your team ship faster. And new models in the API, GPT-5 Pro, Sora 2, and Real-Time Mini that expand what's possible. We're watching something significant happen, I think. Software used to take months or years to build. You saw that it can take minutes now. To build with AI, you don't need a huge team. You need a good idea, and you can just sort of bring it to reality faster than ever before. So thank you all for being here, and thank you for building. Our goal, one second, I'm almost done. Our goal is to make AI useful for everyone. And that goal won't happen without all of you. So we're very grateful that you're here to build with us. And also a huge thanks to the team that made today possible. A huge amount of work went into this. And there's a lot more happening throughout the day. So enjoy the sessions, and we'll see you later. Thank you very much.
That was a keynote. So let's see when Alex gets back. But listen, what is your impression of this event?
Look, every keynote, we tend to feel like a whole bunch of startups got killed. But it doesn't always happen. Yeah, I wanna dive a little bit deeper into each one instead of just making an overall judgment or being dismissive of it, because like to go in backwards order, I think the Sora API, that's going to enable some movie making, especially if people can control the start scene and the end scene.
Oh yeah, then you can continue and put clips together, so you can make much longer movies.
Yeah, or you can take the last frame of the clip it generated, and then you can go into the next one. Or people will figure stuff out now that the API is out with it. What most excited me about this, about everything I saw, was that little out of context thing in the VS Code plugin. I think that's probably a far bigger deal, or will be a far bigger deal than most realize. That's what did you think?
Yeah, so by the way, Alex will be back in 3 to 5 minutes. He just messaged me. Yeah, the apps SDK, that is an interesting approach, because I've been a computer use fan for a long time. When Claude released their first version, I was using that. And now that is a very different and brilliant approach, actually. OpenAI can do it, I guess. Instead of having your agent go out and use the apps that exist, you just put the apps into your actual agent, into your application, and have the AI use the apps inside of it. So the apps with the agent SDK, they will provide the APIs for the AI to use and integrate it that way. That is a brilliant move. You can do it if you are as big as them and have so many users.
Yeah, that is something I'm a little bit worried about, because I have been making a few B2B apps for actual clients that use them. And I always wonder why nobody else just starts to integrate just regular HTML into the timeline feed, because you can put apps in there, you can stream from other apps in there, you can put iframes. Stuff that I was doing, for example, was for a financial manager's app. It would just like pull in the live data. So now they're like, oh, that's really nice, but you can just do that on ChatGPT now. But it's also going to open it up to a lot more people and bring the expectations up. So yeah, I was always wondering when that was coming.
Yeah. And it's interesting that they have the abundance of apps that they talked about. And on the other hand, if you put them in ChatGPT and they have a curated directory, you can put any or every app in there. So you will have to do some curation. And yeah, will we see an abundance of apps, or will it be a select few that the AI is always recommending? That will also be an interesting thing to see.
Alex, we cannot hear you. We can't see you. We can't hear you. I think the connection is probably just bad, and you might have to go outside. Otherwise, we'll continue our review here. But yeah, so the N8N things, because I do see a lot of people use N8N, but when she demoed it on stage, maybe it's just me, because that's what I do and work with code every day. But when I just saw that little like half page of code, I actually prefer that versus the little icons, which you have to like click a couple of times, because that one just gives me all the settings all in one go. And also, if I want to change something via voice, it's a lot easier for me to dictate and just say, hey, on this line or here where it says just change this, and then an agent knows how to do it, versus having it know where to click and what to drag on the screen.
I would like the AI to do that. Oh, Alex is back now.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, now it's working.
Oh,
yeah,
amazing.
it's great now.
You see and hear you.
Folks, I'm here with Simon Willison. Simon, this is your microphone.
There we go.
Folks know Simon Willison from his blog. He's incredibly prolific. Data set is I guess the main thing you go, but you're
open source bits and pieces around data and AI and all sorts of things. Yeah.
So obviously you've been we know you. We've met before. AI engineer, you give incredible keynote talks. So folks definitely should give Simon a follow and his blog. You were live tweeting from this.
I live blogged the whole thing. Yeah, that was quite fun.
And I would love to just have your initial reaction thoughts as to like the main thing that caught your attention from the stage.
The biggest thing for me, it's you can now build and embed applications in ChatGPT It feels a little bit like those Chinese everything apps, the WeChats
yeah.
and so forth. So yeah, so they've got supposedly launching today is Zillow and Canva and a few other partners. But anyone will be able to build an application which can inject HTML and JavaScript into presumably little secure iframes in the ChatGPT interface. And then the interesting thing is it's all built around MCP, right? It's an MCP resource that kicks out HTML and JavaScript. And then your app keeps ChatGPT up to date with what you're doing. So if you open a house in Zillow, then the person says, hey, is this near a dog park? ChatGPT knows the location you're looking at and can look up dog parks. It was a compelling demo.
It was a compelling demo.
And they mentioned monetization and did not go into detail about it. That's going to be the big question.
They also mentioned monetization for plugins that never came.
Exactly.
They mentioned monetization for custom GPTs that never came.
Yes. So they do not have a good track record.
This is the third iteration.
I noticed they didn't even mention plugins, and they're going about the times we tried this before, and it's like, you didn't mention the first time.
So this is the third iteration, but it's not built on the ecosystem like MCP. That it's great to see the adoption here. And also, it looks fairly simple.
I mean, I think my instinct is going to work, right? I think the fact that like the map integration and stuff in ChatGPT works already, the search results work already. ChatGPT is actually a pretty great UI canvas for this kind of stuff.
Yes.
Being able to embed like a little like Zillow lookup thing, whatever, does make sense. Like it makes sense as a thing. They've got the checkout stuff as well, so they've at least hooked up some forms of monetization.
Some checkout authentication.
I think maybe third or fourth time lucky for this one.
I'm really hoping. The size of the ecosystem, though, they mentioned on stage 800+ million weekly active users.
Yes, which they don't release those numbers
summer.
very often, so it's always interesting when they say that.
So the NBR
4 million developers had built something. I imagine that's how many developers have an API key at some
probably.
point.
I have many of them. But 800 million active users is a hell of an ecosystem for apps. So people can actually scale apps within ChatGPT, and
it's that
discoverability is
classic dilemma, right? Building on top of someone else's platform is great at first, and then they ratchet up the costs and all of that kind of stuff. But you can make bank for the first 2 or 3 years. Like lots of companies did great off the Facebook application
That's true.
stuff back in the 2010s.
Zynga is nowhere to be found, though.
Exactly. So short term, building on someone else's platform is great if you can make money out of it. It's always a bit nerve-wracking as a long-term strategy.
So that's the apps thing. Iframes, secure iframes with login monetization, etc. We'll see how that's going to happen. The UI for authentication I thought was great. It's in the app. It doesn't take you to another web page. It's like that was well thought out.
It all looks very slick. I want to see it in the mobile app.
I haven't seen it in mobile. Exactly.
There's lots and lots of features show up on web and don't make it into mobile. OpenAI are better at that than Anthropic. There are Claude features that haven't made it into the Claude app yet, but that's going to be interesting seeing if they roll that out.
The second thing, the agent thing. Let's talk about the agents thing.
Yeah.
New agents SDK type built on top of the completions API.
Yeah, it looks to me like there's a couple of things going on here. They've got the agent SDK looks to me like it's a JavaScript library that helps you build a chat interface with tool calls and stuff. And that's useful. I've built JavaScript chat things in the past. They're fiddly. It's having somebody else figure out the streaming logic and hopefully
the actual widget that you're going to be able to publicize, they have now built for you, and you can customize it with the UI.
Is that open source like JavaScript to TypeScript somewhere yet? I haven't seen. Maybe.
I only saw that they have, so at the demo, they took like a chat ID or whatever, an agent ID. She plugged it into a very simple Vercel app or something, and just published on the website, and the chat interface looked custom to them.
Yes.
So you can customize that like whole experience.
Good, because building those is a pain. If they've built a little if they're releasing an open source version of that, which they should.
But I think the front the front end code is less interesting than the actual thing to build.
So they have this new thing called Agent Builder.
Yeah.
Agent Builder is one of those, you drag and drop boxes and draw lines between them to hook up your UI, which always looks like it's a super like user-friendly way for people on program. And then you see that in each of those little boxes, there's 50 drop-down menus where you're pasting in IDs and references and all of this stuff. And I every time I use those, I find myself just going, give me source code that I can put in Git. You know, get me back to the code. If they've got it so you can map from code to a visual editor and back again, that's great. It's rare for those systems to work like that. I feel like N8N is one of the most successful versions of that's out there at the moment.
Yes.
And it looks like they've kind of built their own N8N.
I will tell you the biggest problem that I know about N8N, folks, is productizing it. So they don't have like a cloud thing, and then you have to pay for the cloud thing.
Which OpenAI do have.
OpenAI immediately from the
get-go
is built into the cloud, so that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that the builder is going to see so many people that don't like to code and still going to Codex, which we're going to talk in a second.
That's the big question
That's going
for
to
me.
be like
is
easy for them to
people,
track.
so many of these products have been launched. Very few of them sort of ever hit exit velocity. Maybe this one will, maybe it won't. But we'll find out, right? The next month or so, we'll see a lot of people dragging and dropping boxes and lines and trying to build things.
We'll see. I'll definitely gonna give it a try because like building an agent locally is fun, and then productizing this agent.
It's the deployment. Deployment is the hardest thing. A question I have is, so now I can click around this thing and deploy an agent to my website. It's a little chatbot. Who's paying for that? Presumably I am. Can I set a cap on how much it costs me? I want to be able to say, after $5 a day, turn the thing off. I don't care about this feature of my website enough. Because what you don't want is people just abusing it to get free API calls.
100%. Okay, and so that's going to be interesting. We're going to see, and we're going to talk about this. And the third thing that they announced is Codex improvements and updates and new model in APIs. First of all, do you use Codex?
Model? They said they were going to have a new model. GPT-5 Pro is now available over the API. Yes.
Do you use Codex?
I use both of them. I use Codex Cloud and I use Codex CLI.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I really like that. Codex CLI, I basically swap back and forth between that and Claude Code. They're almost indistinguishable.
Yes.
Like, I'm really just burning through my free allowance of tokens on both platforms at this point. But it's really good software. It frustrates me that they talked about Codex and they didn't specify if they meant Codex Cloud or Codex CLI.
I heard you shout it out when they say it's in GA right now.
Codex is in GA. What does that mean?
Simon was like, what does that mean? Which Codex? The GA, the cloud? They showed a cool integration that I haven't seen before, where the cloud sessions that you run in the cloud show up inside the IDE. I haven't seen
that was
before.
the VS Code
in the
thing.
VS Code Codex.
Is that new, the VS Code extension for Codex?
New-ish.
Okay.
New-ish. So Codex is now like three things. Codex is a CLI, Codex is an extension, and the cloud. And the cloud one, you can like kick off some things. But I think the interesting thing that Romain showed is that Codex Cloud kicks off a project and you can apply locally to your Codex CLI like files.
Yeah, I did not quite follow what he was doing then. I want to know more. Because I use both of them, and I've started doing the parallel agent thing where I've got one project with more than one agent doing something at once, which I didn't touch for months because I'm like, okay, the bottleneck is me code reviewing. How do I let's make it even worse for myself?
Yeah, you're the bottleneck.
But I just posted a thing about this the other day where there are all sorts of tasks where you don't have to do code review. Like research tasks are amazing. Go and figure out how does my signed cookie mechanism work and where would I have to modify the tests and stuff. I don't need to review any code to merge in at the end of that. I just get useful answers to questions. So I do a lot of things with Codex Cloud where I've got Codex Cloud defaults to not being able to talk to the internet while it's running. But you can turn that, you can give it internet access. And so I've got a GitHub repo just called Codex Scratchpad, which exists just so I can have an environment that's allowed internet access. And then I throw all sorts of just random stuff at them like, hey, check out this GitHub project and this GitHub project and try and use them to build something new and submit me a report at the end. So awesome. I've got sort of online researcher that can check things out from Git, and it's really useful.
And
so I love that.
Async, and you have to like, you can send it.
And I can trigger it on my phone. The chat GPT iPhone app has a little Codex tab. So I do use that 3 or 4 times a day for just random stuff.
That's incredible, Simon. This is exactly the type of things why we bring you on. Folks, simonwilson.net, and also you're on Substack and obviously on Twitter. And folks know you. Thank you so much for taking the time. One last question before I let you go. 2025 was the year of agents. We're now seeing a lot of agentic stuff. Hopefully you're using agents, like you said, and proactive stuff as well. Best bet about the year of 2026, where that's going to go, where the winds are blowing?
You know what? I haven't even dared to think about it yet.
All right, cool. All right, cool. So folks, follow Simon for more this incredible prolific author. Your blog goes all the way to like 2002. 2002.
It's 23 years old.
Yeah, 23 years old, and it's like updated like almost weekly. So thank you so much for
daily at the moment.
Daily.
That's
incredible. So thank you so much for hopping on with us on Thursday, and enjoy the rest of the day.
I certainly shall.
And then we will hopefully have you on back soon. You're always welcome.
Awesome.
Thank you, sir. All right, folks. So this is Simon, and what incredible depth of knowledge. What do you guys think? Nistan, Wolfram, what do you guys think about the keynote?
Well, first, I want to say that
I want to hear
Simon's blog is older than some of the people working at OpenAI, which is pretty funny.
We discussed it a bit before you joined, so repeat it.
Yeah, at first we wondered how many startups this is going to kill, but then we realized that doesn't usually happen. It doesn't always work out that way. I was most excited about the auto context builder thing I saw in the in the VS Code, because that is the
VS Code
biggest
extension,
yeah, that's the biggest change you can make to the quality of the output, is how to put together the context. By the way, Alex, your video quality was amazing while you were interviewing Simon, but now for some reason it just shifted off.
Yeah, I had to step away from the Wi-Fi. I was like standing close to the Wi-Fi thing, so I don't know if I'm gonna see another Wi-Fi spot. I'll try, and I'll try to maybe interview one or two more great folks before we kind of maybe conclude. I will say that I think I'm allowed to say this as well. We have like a special side chat. Hopefully, you guys can hear me still. We have a special side chat with two supposedly secret guests. I think it's going to be Sam and Greg Brockman at 2:15. I'll not be able to live stream this, but I'll absolutely be able to take notes and record and tell you guys all about it. So I'm definitely looking forward for this.
That's cool.
I saw a person with an MCP T-shirt. I want to interview her super quick.
Yeah, it's amazing that they integrated MCP so well into the agent stuff they have. So they adopted the standard, and now I think a lot of people will use MCP more with OpenAI than with Claude, actually.
We got MCP, do you guys remember? This was back in March. We had Jason and Rita? No. Dina from Cloudflare. And they gave us just an MCP kind of indoctrination. And we told all of you who are listening about MCP as well. And we told you, hey folks, this is it. Adopt it. Now it's incredible to see OpenAI just like live on stage, Sam Altman, like, hey, it's built on top of MCP, an open protocol standard. Even though this protocol is built by Anthropic, which is a competitor, they are fully leaning into this now, including apps inside ChatGPT, which is a platform of 800 million active users, probably going to hit 1 billion by end of year. That's the projections, if you extrapolate.
That is also very interesting, their approach. I think it is brilliant. They have so many users now. Instead of making an agent that is going outside to external apps and trying to use them with their operator or anything, they make the apps come into their platform through the apps SDK now. And the software providers will integrate it because the platform is so big and strong. It'll be interesting to see how that shakes out with the consolidation of power in the ChatGPT platform.
Yeah, I think Simon was right to an extent to say we don't know how many people will use this because of the consolidation. Like, you want to build something like an app, but you also want full control. And this is one of the things that like people talked about, like their agents, not the agents, the agents is SDK, the first one, where they had control over the indexing, they had control over the vector database, they had control about everything. And kind of the first reaction that we remember from those folks before then is that people don't want to give OpenAI all that control. People want to maybe scaffold out something with OpenAI and super quick, but then afterwards they absolutely want like more control of their stuff. And so the agents builder is also going to be a very interesting thing to see, of how many people will like start out with a POC for an agent, and then how many people will just like, okay, now let me see if I can port it back and have full control about every layer of the stack. Yeah, I do think that, you know, they have wrecked a few startups here. They also announced evals, but you know, we'll see how much their eval system is going to work.
Yeah.
Announced
And
evals
after all,
specifically with
N8N is
support
open
for third
source.
party.
Yeah, N8N is open source, so that will have an advantage if you want, like you said, the control, and to be sure they don't take it away.
I didn't realize that was
Yep.
I mean,
I see another friend. Would you have 5 minutes, Greg?
5 minutes? Okay.
Yeah. Folks, I see another friend that you already maybe remember from our coverage of last year with your microphone.
Beautiful.
Greg Conrad.
Who do we have here?
We have Niston. We have Wolfram.
Hi.
Folks, this is Greg.
What's going on?
Let me show you.
Yes, please.
Greg has a green thing, which means he's a speaker.
2 p.m. We're
You
talking
don't
about
see
measuring agents with
anything.
interactive evaluations.
You guys don't see,
We
but can you
hear,
hear Greg?
we can
I hope
see.
so.
We can
No?
hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Thumbs up.
They can hear you. Greg, you're the president since last we met.
Yes, that's
Of
right.
ARC.
Yes, that's right.
ARC Foundation,
Yes.
testing and evaluating agents.
Yes.
Is AGI here? Tell me.
No.
No.
No, it's
Okay. And how do you know?
Our definition of AGI is when a machine can match the learning efficiency of humans. So what's very interesting about humans is humans can learn anything. They can solve any problem. They can do anything, any one thing, and they can do it very efficiently. We see that machines don't yet do that. They don't do the same thing yet.
Yeah.
And so by showing that there's certain tests out there that they cannot do that humans can do, that means we don't have AGI yet.
Amazing. So ARC is now in the third iteration.
Yeah, we have our V3 benchmark coming out in
V3.
Q1 of 2026, and so next year.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And it's getting progressively harder and harder for the models as you guys build them. But
yes,
for humans, it's like
for
easy.
humans. And so the design philosophy that we like is easy for humans, hard for AI.
Yeah.
And so what we make sure is we go and test like hundreds of humans, and then we make sure that they can actually do our benchmark, and then we make sure AI cannot do them. And then, then it's good to go from there. But as long as humans can do them and AI cannot, then we claim we don't have AGI yet.
Yeah, we had, I forget the name, but the guy who recently jumped on the top of ARC AGI, both 1 and 2, were
Yes.
like $8.
Oh yeah, Eric Pang and Jeremy Berman.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Jeremy
Yeah,
came to the
yeah.
podcast and talked to
Beautiful.
us about this.
Beautiful.
And we
Super interesting, right?
He's
With
a great dude.
Natural language programs.
Yeah.
To try to solve art tasks.
And he said like, he moved from code to just like natural language processing, and that's great.
Crazy.
But also like the LLMs intelligence is improving. So we haven't seen GPT-5 Pro
No,
yet.
we haven't. Sometimes we get early access to models. We did not get early access to GPT to Pro.
So we don't know.
And so when I go home, I'm going to spin up my computer and start the test on GPT-5 Pro.
Already.
Yes.
We were hanging out last year.
Yes.
In line. We were first in line.
That's right. Yeah.
How's Dev Day for you generally? Like, what do you look for in this type of event? What you get from this type of event?
Sure.
Why you come here? Why you invest your time? I know you're busy, kids, family.
We could watch any of these things on live stream. Like we could watch your live stream. We could watch a lot of stuff. Being here in person is for the people. I mean, it's for the people and it's for the vibe. And I live 15 minutes away, so it's not a big travel down here. So it's easy to just come down into your hometown and come check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And okay, last question I'll get
totally.
to. I'm asking this, trying to ask everybody. This was like this thing of this year. The theme was 2025 is the year of AI agents.
Totally.
We also saw a huge rise in video.
Yeah.
With Sora. I don't know if you're on Sora.
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
want
totally.
people to camo you or not
No,
yet.
I mean,
but your first stab at taking a guess of 2026, where that's gonna go?
I still think it's going to be agents. I mean, the world is interactive. Life is interactive. We're interacting right now. Interactivity is going to just come more and more and more for that. RL is obviously a big deal, more environments. What's interesting is I've invested into gaming as environment startups. So a lot of people are making really creative environments. And so it's not just Salesforce, it's not just Slack environments. They're making legit games. So
shout them out.
They're not public
Not
quite
public yet.
And so they haven't announced their rounds yet, so I won't yet.
Come back when
Yes,
they
yeah.
have announced.
Sounds good.
Would love to have you.
Beautiful.
So still year of agents, 2026.
I still think it's the year of agents.
Year of AGI?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
It's gonna be harder and harder to tell it, and my job's gonna get harder and harder to say why we don't have AGI yet.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the day once we do. And as a nonprofit, our goal is we want open AGI, so we want the secret out there. And it's also my belief, as a hot take, once AGI is found, that secret will last for about 6 months. Secrets don't last for very long in Silicon Valley, so open source needs to be the way you want to evaluate your strategy.
We love that. We love open source. We love highlighting. Greg, thank you so much. Good luck on stage.
Thank you.
And hopefully this will be recorded, so we'll put a link up to it.
Beautiful.
Cheers, man. Hopefully, guys, you could hear this. I know not maybe see this. Yeah. Somebody else is recording there, and they told me to move away.
We saw him in the end. So
Okay, cool. I just tried to not move. So Greg is the president of ARC AGI, the prize, and we had, you guys remember, we had Jeremy on the show to talk about this. Righty. So, folks, we've been live for 2.5 hours. We did the restream of the keynote. We talked to the folks. I'll just show you again how beautiful this weather day in San Francisco. I think they chose the perfect timing as well. There's gonna be lunch served. I'm gonna go and chat with a few more folks. I will just say, everybody, first of all, Wolfram and Nistan, thank you for hopping on. I will say it's a great privilege to be invited here. And the reason why we're invited here is because all of you tune in and subscribe. So we do this every Thursday. Those of you who are new, who are watching us right now, we do this every Thursday on Thursday. We'll do one this week as well, obviously, to cover all the news that's happening and also the reaction that's going to come from Google and from Elon Musk and from Anthropic or whatever. They're not going to let this slide. They're not going to let this agent build a slide. We're going to play
There
with
have been
tools.
amazing announcements today from the timing. Even Anthropic just renamed their Claude SDK to the Agent SDK and stuff like that. It's amazing, yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to cover all of this. As always, I am very interested to go to the fireside chat with Greg and Sam and ask them questions. If you guys have, and you guys are on the stage as well, Wolf from Nissan, but also folks who are listening to us, if you guys have questions that you want me to ask, feel free to send it over in reaction to this video anywhere. I'll take a look. Mostly on Twitter is going to be great. Last year, I'll remind you, I stood up and I asked a question in front of everybody. I asked Sam a question of why can't advanced voice mode sing? And everybody just laughed at this because everybody wants it to sing. This year, they released Sora, and Sora could do full episodes of South Park with no copyright issues, and then they took copyright down. So I'm gonna ask the same question again. But if you have a better question for me, I'm fully open at making the fool out of myself with the hopes that they don't take it too seriously and they will still invite us back next year as well. So
if you can ask people how exactly do you use agents? Like, can you provide a real example? Like, not just like what about I had to research this, but since there's a lot of interesting people there, how exactly do they use them? What do they run it on? How long does it run for? Like stuff like that would be interesting.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, I'll definitely do like a research into agentic use. I can tell you about myself. Pulse is the main agent that I currently use. Pulse is proactive, and if I may answer as one of my interviewees as well, I absolutely think that the theme of next year is going to be proactivity. I told you about this last week on Thursday. After using Pulse from OpenAI, which is a proactive agent, basically an agent with a cron job, yeah. But the stuff it does, given the context into what I know and the fact that it's there every morning and it's proactive, I think is incredible. And every person with a personal assistant knows, and I don't have one. I don't have a human personal assistant. Everybody knows that like an executive assistant, the best ones are proactive. The best ones are the ones that like come and find you and move you away. If you see very busy people who can't manage their schedule, they have a person to run their schedule. They're just getting like moved around by hand. But like, hey, we need to go to this next meeting. We have to do this. We have to do that. I would love an agent that does this for me based on my calendar. And it feels like Pulse is going to get there. So I'm definitely going to ask around here. And again, folks, if you have a question for Sam Altman, Greg Brockman, I will gladly try to relay that question in front of everybody, and then mention that Thursday is the thing, so they will come up. We're 2.5 hours in. Wolfram, Nistan, any main thing that you guys want to still mention on here that we haven't yet touched?
Have a great day, everyone.
Yeah, everybody have a great day. Thank you so much for joining the live stream. As always, we're having a lot of fun to watch this with you, watch parties or on scene, and we're expanding. So now we're both a watch party and on scene, like we did during AI Engineer. With that, I'm signing off from beautiful San Francisco and AI Dev Day. Thank you so much for tuning in, and come back on Thursday where we'll cover everything that happened in AI, including this, but also many other stuff. Cheers, everyone.
Peace out.
Bye-bye.
Yes.
All right. That was great. I have to step out too.
Okay, see you, Neston. See you, everybody. Take care and have a great day.
This is good.
I wanted to play the outro, but apparently it doesn't work right now, so I will just say again, goodbye, everybody. Take care and see you on Thursday.